Dear James, I find myself at the young age of 31. I run a coffee shop with your grandmother, your grandpa, your uncle, and your aunt. We also shoot films from time to time. Sometimes they're even good. And after 10 incredible years traveling the world, I've married the love of my life. I'm going to document this time in our lives so that one day you can look back and see where it all started. It's a big world. I hope you choose to explore it. Love, Dad.
There's a road I'd like to tell you about. Lives in my hometown. Lakeshore Drive, the road is called, and it'll take you up or down.
Rule number 1, quality first. Rule number 2, everything we do has a specific purpose. Owning a coffee shop is a pretty unique way to live your life. Owning a coffee shop with your family is even more unique. There's a lot of stories I want to tell about Two Rivers Coffee, my experience running it, growing up in the town of New Braunfels, shooting films, failed businesses, my family, my British wife, my newborn son. Yeah, it's a lot. Let's go back to 2020, and let's go back to 2008. One of my best buds, Jeremy, and his parents opened Two Rivers Coffee in New Braunfels, Texas, right before I started high school. For a broke high school student, I spent way too much money at this place. And honestly, as a 31-year-old, I still spend way too much money at this place. I've always been curious how things work. I was a terrible student, but I would skip school and go to the library to research stuff I was actually interested in, like sound engineering, filmmaking, music, business, but not like boring corporate business like weird artist turns his passion into money-making venture kind of business. Okay, fast forward 12 years. My sister Jenna and I worked in the coffee industry for a long time. Jenna even had a job at Two Rivers Coffee before we had ever had the opportunity to own it. My family was always obsessed with coffee. My mom would roast coffee beans on her electric roaster in the garage just for fun. Separately, I had an e-commerce business with my brother and some friends where we would ship beans to subscribers on a weekly basis. That failed. And that's okay. I like failure. I like failure a lot, actually. Honestly, if I learned anything in school, it's re-engineering my brain to define failure as try something until there are no other options, learn everything you can from the experience, and then move on. Which leads me to March of 2020. With COVID knocking on the door, my family and I signed papers to purchase Two Rivers Coffee. That was probably one of the scariest and most exciting moments in my life. I knew to make our concept of the new Two Rivers work, we needed some serious construction to happen in this space. Honestly, I had no idea how we were going to do that and stay in business. COVID gave us an interesting opportunity to keep our lobby closed while we were still operating in the drive-thru. So because of that, construction began. We were easily putting in 16 to 18-hour days. We'd take turns working behind the bar, making coffee, sleeping on the couch, painting, construction, every day for months. Finally, as the dust settled with COVID, we were able to open our doors and show New Braunfels what we had done with the place. And that was the best feeling.
Just another day.
Honestly, just the fact that we were able to open the doors, too, that we were still in business. I think coffee culture had been steering towards fast food culture for a long time, and I wanted to head in the complete opposite direction. I was very specific with how I wanted Two Rivers to run. Quality is first. It is always first. It always will be first. from the origin of our coffee beans to our coffee roaster, our scratch kitchen, our homemade syrups, our espresso machine, all the way down to our water. If quality is always first, everything else will fall into place. When people get in line, they should know that when their drink and food is up next, our undivided attention is focused on their order, and I think that makes it all worth it. My mom Janice runs our kitchen operation. My sister Jenna is our general manager. My brother Jared is our accountant and our business manager. My dad is our Mr. Fix-It. Our staff is simply the best, and I truly believe that. Two Rivers Coffee's purpose is to provide a space where anyone and everyone feels welcomed to enjoy a high-quality cup of coffee. And I do a couple things. For now, just know I'm here for all of them, and I'm also here for all of you. Everything I do, or everything we do at Two Rivers, has a very specific purpose. My purpose is more defined than it ever has been.